Afternoon. I know it's lunchtime, but I want to hear this room. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Here we go. My name is JeffDess, I'm MrJeffDess. I just gave you my government. I just threw it out there really quickly. But I'm going to be fairly quick and brief, but I want to say, as I begin this journey today, it is essential that I acknowledge all the travelers who have accompanied you this far. This is why I love end of the year ceremonies and why they're so grand, is because we get to say thank you to those who are sometimes overlooked. I personally want to say thank you to the Multicultural Affairs Department, to TRIO, to all of the wonderful organizations that helped bring me here today, and all of the great work that you've done. I have to say this, we must not forget the instructors and the staff and the administrators and the faculty who have helped push rubble out of those roads that have been less traveled. And last but certainly not least, we must not forget the families. This is why, again, I love these end of the year celebrations, because without their love push, so much would not have been accomplished. The mothers and the babas and the sisters and the annoying little brothers and the aunts and uncles, the big mamas, the abuelitas, the cousins, the best friends, the study partners, the 24-hour halal truck guys. You got those 24-hour? I love those. Let me get the rice with the meat and the extra sauce with the lamb and right, those guys, right? That one Starbucks clerk who pronounces your name correctly. My name's Jeff, not Geoff, not Jason. It's Jeff. Help me out, right? I want to say thank you to all of those folks, because without all of those people that have accompanied us here today as we march through this semester, through this year, whether you're a graduate, whether you're a first-year student, we have to recognize those folks. Now, let me tell you this. It's a journey, this idea, this concept of multiculturalism. I love it. I love that word. I love the feel of it. And I have to say this, is that as you move forward through this trench that we call diversity and multiculturalism and difference between us, as we march along, let me know this, I march alongside of you, right? So I move forward, whether it's a first-year student moving to a sophomore year or that senior that's going towards a full-time scholar. Big shout out to the class of 2015, by the way. Many graduates, right? And help me know that the complexity of your diversity makes all the sense of the world to me. See, I am a Haitian son. It's like passe, right? I was born to immigrant parents who spoke no words of English upon their arrival to New York City. I inherited a culture that might never truly be mine, all while juggling two languages. And that's why, again, I love diversity, because we've been there where you have to juggle two languages if your parents are these wonderful immigrants who have traversed their way to this land, right? And I tell you this, when my dad said football, I wasn't sure if he was talking about the Super Bowl or the World Cup, right? Because football, I mean, in Creole, right? Haitian Creole, football is Pele. It's not Lawrence Taylor, it's not Eli Manning, it's Cristiano Ronaldo, right? So I had to struggle with understanding this. I was attached to a hyphen, and that's what it is about being an immigrant and being different, is that, you know, when you're attached to a hyphen, right, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, Haitian hyphen American to some, right? African hyphen American to others, right? Or Haitian hyphen African hyphen American. You don't know what you are, but you're attached to this hyphen, right? That makes you different. Let me tell you something else as I march along with you, my people, right? I'm from a place where they once said that my lack of advantages would hinder my growth and my development. See, I'm from Queens. Don't get it twisted, right? I'm from Queens. I'm from 88-05 Merritt Boulevard, Jamaica, Queens, New York, apartment 1G. I forget what the area code, 0730, I think, something like that. It's been years since I've been here, right? Where my backyard, I want you to understand, my backyard was a bus terminal. Right, that's what my backyard was, and playing on the grass meant scraping your knees on concrete, because we didn't have a front or a backyard, no lawn, there was none of that. See, 88-05 Merritt Boulevard, Jamaica, Queens, apartment, New York, apartment 1G, right? That's where the discourse of pimps and crackheads controlled payphones, right? Now, I don't know if y'all know what payphones are. I don't know if y'all remember that, right? But that's what a payphone, really outside of my apartment, there was a payphone, and that's where those conversations were happening. There was no such thing as a white picket fence. But let me tell you this, brothers and sisters, my people in this room, this is never really about me. This is not about me, this idea of diversity, multicultural, and this march and this movement that you all have to make. It's not about me. This is about you and your ability to embrace your excellence while avoiding a marriage to mediocrity. You understand what I'm saying? Embracing your excellence and avoiding a marriage to mediocrity. This, ladies and gentlemen, is about recognizing the distraction, recognizing that distraction is nothing but a diss to action. And by dissing action, you are doing a disservice to your community. Right? That's what distractions are. And as future masters of your craft, no matter what level you are, I want you to understand that you make a commitment to that said community. In a world dominated by selfies, you've decided to selflessly attend to those in need. That's what these people are here. This is what you are doing. You said, I don't need to take the duck-face selfie. Right? Even though it's a nice look. You don't need it. But you decided to take another direction. You are the substantive change that we are craving for. Between me and you, I've had just about enough of these 6-second Vine celebrities. Right? I've had just a few too many basketball wives. And I tell you what, we've got enough of those. But what we need is more Muslim deans of students. Right? What we need are more Latino physicians. What we need are more black judges and lawyers and more Asian entrepreneurs and more women CEOs. That's what we need. That's what that march means when we talk about multicultural. Right? It's something that encompasses so much. Now, undoubtedly, there are going to be these challenges, right? There are going to be these challenges and moments of darkness for you to navigate through, right? Because you're different, right? But that's what it is. You're part of the other, the essence and the idea of the other. That's who we are when we talk about our differences. And the only way that you are going to be able to execute and illuminate through this darkness is to effectively do what I call digging, right? You have to dig. And to dig, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, my people, to dig means to deconstruct, right? And what deconstruct means to break it down, reveal it for what it's worth, and then build it back up into this lovely, beautiful image that's going to empower the community. That's what deconstruction means. To dig, right? To dig means to ask the uneasy questions. It's so easy for us to ask these things over and over again. To dig means to answer, right? You with me? Y'all with me? Yeah, with me? All right, good. I want to hear that. To dig, right, means to work and answer these questions with deep conviction. Now, to dig, we have to understand this. We are living in this very political world right now with protest is being pushed to the forefront, right, where there's this energy that's being raised by the injustices that are happening around people that are the other, people that are different, that are defined as the other, right? And to be digging, right? To dig means to fully understand that when people say Black Lives Matter, that is an actual thing, an actual pain. It's not just some words on a t-shirt or some chant to say during a march, but to dig also means that if you are prepared to shout out those lovely, empowering words, Black Lives Matter, you must also recognize, you understand, you must also recognize that Latino lives matter, that Asian lives matter, that Muslim lives matter, that women's lives matter, that African lives matter, that Coptic lives matter, that immigrant lives matter, that transgender lives matter, that people like Natalie Munoz, she matters, right? Like Britney Spell, wherever you are, you match her. Antonio Rosario, you match her. These are the people. We all match her, right? So I'm not prepared to say all lives matter. I want to say marginalized lives need to be understood and need to be recognized, to be different, the other. That idea needs to be understood. And to understand that, we have to effectively what? We have to effectively dig, right? We have to effectively dig. There is nothing matter of fact about embracing multiculturalism. There's nothing matter of fact about that. In fact, as a Queens guy, I'm going to say, the great poet himself from Queens by the name of 50 Cent once said, death gotta be easy because life is hard. Death gotta be easy because life is hard. Well, my friends, embracing the idea of difference, the other, multiculturalism, diversity, and understanding these identities is also hard. It's difficult. But with effective digging, I tell you, it's a beautiful sight. with effective digging, it's a beautiful sight. So what you need to do today is that when you look at each other in this room, all of these beautiful faces that sit beside you as we enjoy these tacos on Cinco de Mayo, right? How about these tacos, right? A day of difference, right? We're here on a day of difference. You have to love one another. You have to appreciate one another. And you have to continue to embrace your difference. Dig to deconstruct and find out the difference that lies between you. Thank you very much for your time, your effort.